Let's do some yin. We meet at the back of our mats in a hero's pose. Knees to touch. Nice long spine. And rest your hands on your thighs. Option to soften your eyes closed. And grounding in. And checking out of the thinking mind. Dropping into our feeling body. Really notice what you're feeling. Checking in with all your senses. I offer the intention of presence today. Begin to deepen your breath. You can blink your eyes open. Taking a full breath in together. Open mouth, exhale. One more like that. Full breath in. Empty out. Coming into our first pose. And keep the lower body as it is. Shifting from your hips into child's pose. Keep your knees touching. And around your spine, over your thighs. Bring your hands by your feet, palms face up. And allow yourself to soften into the pose. Shoulders melting over your thighs. Soften your neck. Avoid any resistance in this pose. And finding stillness in each pose after you settle in. It's about the first minute or so. After you release all that clenching. First is physical stillness. Also embracing that silence as part of the practice. We get plenty of that audio stimuli throughout the day. As you breathe, try to stay fully present with your breath. Each exhale takes you a little bit deeper into the pose. Here for at least another minute or so. physical stillness. The similar stillness in breath. And we are not holding our breath, but it's a long, steady, full breath. Both inhales and exhales fully out, fully in, fully out. A few more just like that. An option to add some gentle rocking side to side. A little massage for your shins. Also rolling out that third eye. Gently back and forth. This is just an option. When you're ready, bring your hands beneath your shoulders. Slowly pushing yourself up. Take your time. One vertebrae at a time. No rush at all. Bring your hands slightly behind your hips. Little back bend as a counter. Nothing major. Just gaze up. Lift up through your heart. Take a breath. In a neutral spine. Shift your hips forward to a neutral tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrist. Stack your hips over your knees. For some cat-cow, inhale a flat back first. Exhale, cat pose. Tuck your chin, your tail, round your spine. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly, gaze up, arch your back. Exhale, cat. Round it out, flexion. Inhale, cow. Extension. Exhale, cat. Flexion. Take a few more on your own breath. Try to keep that slow pace. Breath to movement, feel. Option to add any free movement here with your spine or your hips or your feet or neck. Anything that feels right. This is your practice. Couple more rounds of breath here. And last, inhale, gaze up. Exhale to a neutral spine. Keeping your knees where they are. Walk your hands out into puppy pose. You can rest on your forearms and forehead. Option for a little bit more depth onto your chin. One day onto your sternum, maybe today. Take a few breaths into that front side body. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. Slowly push yourself up. Take your time. And shift your hips back. wide knees, back into child's pose. Knees wide, arms out long. Forehead rests. Check in with your hips. Any adjustments here? Any last wiggles? And finding stillness again, just a few breaths here. And we'll get some lateral movement in from here. Bring both hands far to the left side of your mat. A couple more inches. You want to feel that resistance in your right side body. It's a couple more inches past your comfort zone. And drop your forehead. Gently shift your weight back into your right hip. Also lean out through your right side body. Breathe deep. We're here for several more deep breaths. Take one more and gently back to center, child's pose, neutral. And we'll take the other side, hands far to the right side. Drop your forehead. Shift your weight back, left hip, sit. Lean out through that left side body and breathe. And take a couple more here. And we'll be back for more lateral movement, just saying hi, checking in, and back to center. From child's pose, work your way up to your forearms, and slow to push yourself up. Keep your hands grounded. Get some twisting in. Reach your right arm back, open up, twist. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm under and across. You can extend your left arm out and drop to your forearm. You can bend your left elbow and rest your temple on the back side of your left hand. Just options here. Again, on this first round, just saying hello to each direction of the spine. We'll come back for more time. Take one more breath into your spine. And bring your left hand beneath your shoulder. On your next inhale, reach your right arm high, open up, and roll your wrist from here. Breathe. Take both directions with your wrist. One more inhale, open up. Exhale, ground your right hand, take the other side. Inhale, left arm, reach back, open up. Exhale, thread the needle, left arm under and across, resting on your temple, any variation with your right arm. Whatever you took on the first side. Settle in. Just a few more here. Last 2 deep breaths. And bring your right hand beneath your shoulder. On your next inhale, left arm reaches up and roll your wrist. Breathe. Take both directions with your wrist. Last inhale, open up. Exhale, ground your left hand. Shift your hips forward. Neutral table. Inhale, cow pose, tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Walk out your dog, shift your weight, side to side. Get a little bit more length in your down dog. Any free movement here. We're here for a couple breaths only. You can rise to your toes or shift your heels side to side. Last full breath. And walk your hands to the back of your mat to meet your feet. Halfway lift. Grab your elbows. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Let it go. Soften your neck. Completely allow your head to just hang. We're chilling. You can add a little sway side to side. You can add a little bob up and down. Stay soft in your knees as well as your neck. If you'd like to add Padagustasana, peace sign fingers to big toes, extra pull, or gorilla pose, Padahastasana, just an option. Here for a couple more breaths. Getting our head below our heart. Decompression here. And release your bind. Inhale, halfway lift. Interlace hands behind your lower back. Exhale, forward fold, chest open. Breathe. Same thing. Soften knees. Soften neck. Option to sway. Side to side. One more breath. And release your mind. Take a halfway lift. Breath in. And exhale. Drop to your knees. And meeting in a hero's pose. I'll guide us through some 4, 7, 8 breathing. It's a 4-second inhale, 7-second hold, 8-second exhale, 4, 7, 8. Take a full breath in, clearing breath out. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Full breath in. 3, 4. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Let it go. Reaching for your bolster. You could use blocks and a blanket as a substitute. Make your way onto your butt. Set up your props right behind your sacrum and lower yourself down into starfish. Legs out wide, arms out long. Getting into that front side body one more time. And check in with your heart. Feel your breath. And soften your chest, your shoulders. Energetically opening up through your heart. Checking in with your hips, hip flexors. Notice any resistance. Softening through. Sending your breath anywhere where you're feeling any tension. Any soreness, any discomfort. Send a few focused breaths. And take your last full breath here. Slowly bend your knees. reach for your knees. However you want to lift yourself up, take your time. Extend your legs out long. We'll take a little twist here. Right hand outside your left knee. Gaze over your back shoulder. Come back to center. We'll take the other side. Left hand outside right hip. Gaze over your back shoulder. Back to center, rounding into caterpillar now for the counter pose. Walk your hands outside your legs. Come to rest on your forearms and allow your head to hang heavy here. The trick to this pose is really softening through your neck. Allow your chin to melt towards your chest, lengthening the back of your neck. Again, allowing the full weight of your head to hang here. With each exhale, it takes you a little bit deeper into the pose. After that stillness physically, after you steady your breath, stillness of breath, then comes that stillness of mind. And to still the mind, you have to calm the breath. And to calm the breath, you have to still the body. Just breathe. And we'll be here for another couple minutes. I know it seems like an eternity, but it's really just several deep breaths. Present with your breath. Full surrender, letting go. When you're ready, slowly coming out of the pose, walk your hands back toward your hips. Take a little back bend, open up. And back to center. Let's set up for deer pose, one of my favorites. Come to the side of your hip. Bring your right hip right against the base of your props. Could be a bolster, could be blocks in a blanket. Bring your right knee out 90 degrees with your leg. At the same time, shift your top leg back, both at 90 degrees. First, lengthen here. Then add a twist over your props. Make any adjustments with your hips from here. And when you're ready, slowly lower down, keeping that length all the way. And any adjustments here. Option, gaze to the left, rest your right cheek. Or for a little bit more depth in the twist, you can shift your gaze to the right, resting your left cheek. There's a lot going on in this pose. You're getting a good twist, thoracic spine. You're also getting a good stretch in your hips, your IT band, hip flexor a little bit. And try to maintain a deeper breath. If you'd like to guide yourself through that 4-7-8, by all means. Just an option. And notice any clenching here in your hips, or your chest, your shoulders. Finding stillness. And last few breaths here. See if you can fully let go with these last 2 breaths, full surrender. And gently pushing yourself up, just as slow as we came into the pose, coming out of the twist. Transitioning into windshield wipers here. Recenter your hips and add the windshield wipers side to side with your knees. Couple rounds on each side. And setting up for deer pose on the other side. Bring your left hip to the base of your props. Fan out your legs at 90 degrees. Find that axial length. Add the twist over your props. Center up. And slowly walk your hands out. Keeping that length all the way. You can rest. Either gaze left for less, or for a little more, gaze to the left, resting your right cheek. Taking any last adjustments. Full body soften through. As you breathe, witness sensation. Just observe. Here for a few more full breaths. And when you're ready, push yourself up, slowly coming out. Windshield wiper round 2. Couple more on each side. And remove your prop. Shavasana, give it a full body stretch. Legs out long, arms out long. Finishing with some Bananasana. We'll take the left side first. Legs to the left, far left, as far as you can get them. Arms far to the left, torso inch your way over, hips stay where they're at though. Couple more inches, feet, hands. Option to cross your right leg over your left. Option to bind your right wrist and soften through your hips, your chest. Everything melts. Finishing with some lateral movement. Such a neglected movement. Again, scan your body. Notice any clenching, any resistance. You may get a little numb, tingly, like your arms falling asleep. Just a couple more breaths here. And if you took a bind, uncross your legs, release your wrist, back to center, full body stretch. And make your way to the other side, legs right, arms right. Bandhanasana, shape of your body looks like a banana. You can cross left leg over right or bind the left wrist if you took it on the first side. You want to feel that resistance bowing out left side. Settle in. And just remember to breathe. Few more breaths. Slowly coming back to center. Pull your knees into your chest. Last squeeze here, flex your feet. Forehead up to your knees. One more squeeze tight. And release. Shavasana. Taking any final adjustments. Integrating the practice together in stillness. breath. Adding some movement. Gently rock your head. Wiggle your toes and fingers. When you're ready for a full body stretch, one more time, reach your arms overhead. Point your toes like you just got up. And rolling onto your right side, fetal pose. Preparing for rebirth. Keeping that presence with you. Breath to breath. When you're ready, up to Sukhasana, comfortable seat. Hands to heart center. Full breath in together. Open mouth, exhale. Out. One more like that, fully in. Let it go. Out. Hands to third eye. We bow. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Share the love. See you next time.